Hello there, everybody. I hope everybody's doing okay, and I hope everybody's healthy. And I'm Easy with another video. And for this video, I'm gonna be talking about a limited color palette. Hence, what you guys are seeing in this video, I have this very tiny palette. If you guys don't know mini Altoids, they're very tiny, and I was able to fit in 5 half pans in this palette, which is they are consist of your basic blues, basic reds and yellow. And my point for this video for today is just to bring it out there that you can technically use a very limited palette. Well, technically this is not really limited. This is, you can mix all the colors that you want, well, almost all the colors that you want with just the basic colors. And for me, I have gotten into the habit of buying every single colors that I can get my hands on. I have a palette that have consist of like I think 60 colors, and now that I think about it, do I really need all of those colors? No, I don't. It's just that it's nice to have them, but it's not a must, or it's not all that necessary, because every time I use my palette, every time I watercolor, I end up mixing them anyways, mixing my own colors. Just like over here, I'm swatching different colors, different tones that I could make with this limited palette. And this is just random mixing, just trying to see what I can get out of it. And I kind of lost some footage in a few seconds here. You guys see that the video will skip. There you go. And then now I'm mixing the skin tones, because I'm gonna need some skin tones for this for the drawing that I'm going to be coloring in a bit. There is a lot of mixing that happened in this video. I like this whole process of coloring this piece took about almost 2 hours. Well, because I was recording at the same time. And here I am showing you guys the first sketch that I did in my sketchbook, and then I transfer it on a tracing paper, and then I transfer it to my watercolor paper using my what do you call this, the light box that I have. And now we're jumping into the coloring part, and so far so good. I can mix my basic skin tone that I usually use in my drawings, and I was able to do some blushes and all that stuff. And another thing though, when I made this palette, I didn't thought about the colors. I just like put it together, didn't put too much thought about it. I just like, oh, red, oh, a blue one. And what I did, I should have had one warm red, which is, like I said, like a cadmium red or a pyrrole red, and then a cool red, which is the pinky red, which I could have used a Quinacridone Rose or a magenta. But in this palette, I end up having the Quinacridone Rose and the magenta at the same time, which is they're technically about the same tone, or they're both pinky, which is they lean more on a cool side. And then with the blues, I have, I think, Phthalo Blue and a French Ultramarine, which is it's a pretty good choice. The only thing though is in this palette I only had one yellow, which is I think it's a Hansa Yellow. Yeah, I wish I was able to put in New Gamboge, which is a very warm red. It leans towards orangey side, which it would have given me a more range of tones, or would have made mixing skin tones a little bit easier. yeah. And this limited color palette that I'm doing right now is a collaboration that I'm doing with Steph. And she's been in YouTube for a while, and she's had some really amazing videos out there. So I'm gonna link her channel down below if you guys want to check her out. And she have the exact same palette that I do, and yeah, it would be nice if you guys check out her channel and see what she did with the 5 colors that I have. And a little bit about the materials that I'm using for this piece. I'm using 100% cotton watercolor paper. I think it's a 5x7. It's not that big. 5x7. I'm using silver black velvet brush. Yeah. And then the watercolors that we're using is Daniel Smith. It's from Daniel Smith line. And then for the sketch, I just use Pilot Color Eno color in color red. There you go. I don't know why every time I say that part, it's like I get confused or my tongue just get all twisted. And like I said, I just sketched this out in my sketchbook, transferred it to the watercolor piece because I didn't really want to draw on the watercolor paper and sketch on the watercolor paper straight up, because I know I'm going to be erasing, and I don't want to destroy the paper by rubbing it or erasing on it way too much. So just to be on the safe side, I just transferred it on the paper instead. And then this character is actually a character of mine, which she's very new, because if you guys don't know me, I don't really make OCs like my own characters. I usually end up just drawing other people's character. But this one, so far she's one of my favorite, and she's supposed to be a fox girl type of thing, and she has like a really sassy personality. So she's not really developed. It's just something I drew out of a whim, basically. So yeah. And then I'm still learning how to edit my videos, so please bear with me if there's some spots that's like kind of sketchy, because I'm still learning the program that I'm using, and I have no idea how to use the program at the moment. I'm still experimenting with it, so yeah. But so far I think I'm starting to get the hang of it. Well, not really get the hang of it, but like I'm getting the basics down. And over here you guys see me just made a little oopsies and the colors bleeding onto the skin, and you just scrub that off with a clean brush, and then you go back in with the dry brush to just sweep it off, and you'll be good to go. And I added like little bits and pieces of somewhat real-time footage of me coloring and all like little parts of the piece here and there. So I don't know, like I feel like it was too short. Maybe next time I'll make it longer. I don't know, you guys let me know what you guys want to see, because it took a long time to film this video, and I feel like it's kind of hard to compress everything into like within less than 20 minutes. Oh yeah, over here I'm having a dilemma. I do not know, or I always have a problem with coloring the hair. So at that part I was like kind of panicking. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna ruin this piece trying to figure out how to color the hair. But I just went with it, and I just hope for the best and just color it in, and it's just like it'll be fine. Yeah, I always have problems with hair. And right now you might be wondering, why am I coloring the skin this brownish color? Because she's wearing this like see-through kind of silk. I don't know what you call it, like I don't know what you call this, but it's very like see-through and it's like dark color. I don't know what you call it. Please let me know in a comment what type of clothing is this. Like it's very see-through, and yeah, and it's supposed to have a pattern on it, but in this process video I forgot to add the pattern. It has like little polka dots on the what you call this. But yeah, and what else can I say about this piece? And I don't know, I think that's about it. I mean, yeah, I'm adding the blush here. I kind of almost messed up the blush, but you know what, you learn. You just move on. And I'm really pushing myself to do line work too. So in this piece you guys are gonna see me doing a little bit of line work and experimenting, and I don't really do heavy line work. It's not because I don't like it, it's just because I'm not good at it, and I don't have good memories with it. Let's just say that. But I guess the one that I find that works with my style, I guess, is like sketchy line work. Like it's not very crisp, but it's still somewhat like sketch. It gives you that sketchy feel at the end. But I see other people do like incredible line work, and I'm just like, how do you guys do that? Like what? It's like some kind of sorcery. And over here, I end up changing the tape that I'm using. I was using the washi tape, and apparently that washi tape is not strong enough to hold my paper. It was lifting, so I had to pull out this. It's a basic masking tape. It's actually very sticky. I was actually worried that it's gonna rip the paper, but thankfully I'm using 100% cotton paper, which is it's a very durable paper. It can take a beating. Like 100% cotton paper, I don't know, it's like it's so good, but it's like at the same time it can get pricey, so I rarely use it. And it's been such a long time since the last time I've actually done a piece out of my sketchbook. I don't know why. It's just, I guess I feel like I'm wasting paper, like my watercolor paper, so I just stick to my sketchbooks. And right over here I'm doing splatters. I don't know about you guys, but like adding splatters to my work, it just add that little oomph, little something at the background. And I'm just covering the face area just so I don't get any paints on that section, and which I still kind of end up with. I don't know how, and you'll see me clean that up in a little bit. You just go back in while the paint is still wet, go back in with a dry brush, and then you just scoop it up, and there you go. Like the paint just lift. That's one of the reasons why I love watercolors, because it's so easy to clean it up if you made little oopsies here and there. And then right now I'm getting ready to line it, and I'm gonna be using a Micron size 01, and it's very tiny. Well, it's not the smallest one I have. I have the tiniest pen liner I have is what is it, 005. It was so tiny, it's like I feel like I'm gonna break it the moment I try to line anything with it. But yeah, you can see me here, a little bit of real-time footage. I'm very slow with lining. This took a while. It's like I have to like concentrate lining this, especially like the face area. Like I don't know, it's like it's a make it or break it moment for me. And by the way, the mouth area, I don't know what's going on over there, so do not ask, do not look at that section. So yeah, let's just not talk about the mouth area. And then this pen liner is in a color sepia. Yep, it's like, I don't know, like black for line work. I feel like it's too harsh for my style, so I tend to go to like sepia brown color, you know, just to soften it up a little bit, just a little bit. And if you guys have any questions for me or suggestions, you can guys leave the comment down below, and you guys can ask me any questions and I'll try my best to answer it. And if you guys want to check me out on Instagram or my Discord, which is still very empty up to this day, so be patient with me. And you guys can check out my Instagram. I have Instagram and Twitter. I'll have my Instagram for finished pieces or somewhat polished pieces, and my Twitter for like a daily updates or whatever I'm working on. Just, you know, like little bits here and there, nothing too extravagant. Alright? Alright, I think that's all I have to say about this piece. And of course, you guys, I'm not gonna leave out the peeling portion of the tape because it's very satisfying to see a clean edge in you know, any piece. So yeah, and I will see you guys later, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. And like I said, if you have suggestions, questions, just comment down below and I will try my best to answer it. And you guys should check out Steph's video and see what she made with hers. And yeah, I will see you guys later. Bye bye.